Hi, welcome to the Physionic podcast. Today we're going to be discussing a topic that you may or may not be familiar with, but, well, you're about to be familiar with it. The idea of your cells committing suicide. Yes, it does happen, and it is a perfectly natural process. Natural in terms of it just happens throughout your entire life, from the beginning all the way till the end. And it doesn't exactly mean anything bad. It can, but not usually. So why do your cells commit suicide? Well, the process is called apoptosis. There are other names for it or other versions of it, but we're going to be focused on apoptosis. So apoptosis is, in layman's terms, programmed cell death. So your cells can get signals from other cells to tell it, hey, it's over, it's time. And then it kills itself. Now, it can also get those signals from inside of itself. So if it finds itself in a particular environment, or if it gets some sort of signal from inside its own cellular membrane, it can lead to that cell essentially deciding to commit suicide or undergo apoptosis. So why would your cells decide to kill themselves? Well, one of the major ones is so you don't get cancer. That's a huge one. So you've got many different signaling molecules in your body that protect you from cancer. Yeah, your body is trying to protect you all the time from having cancer. So when these molecules bind to your genes and make sure that everything is working okay, there are situations in which your cells can start to proliferate too quickly or in an uncontrolled manner. And then these signaling molecules will bind to your genes and essentially say, stop it and kill yourself. And that's exactly what they do. They stop, and then they go through apoptosis and eventually lead to such a catastrophic damage inside the cell that the cell ends up being eaten by immune cells that come by and essentially take care of the rest. It's not exactly a cheerful thought, but your cells are trying to do what's best for the overall organism. The overall organism being you. They care about you. Not quite, but you are the most important part of their life. So I guess that's in a way a little romantic. That's kind of nice, isn't it? So the second reason is during embryonic development. So while you are an embryo and you are going through utero, there are many different situations in which your body or your cells need to kill themselves, mainly because of different organs that are being structured, that are being made. It's not all about growth. It's also about controlled growth. You want a particular organ to only be a particular size. And for that to happen, your cells or particular cells have to be able to kill themselves off so that organ can start to form the way that it's supposed to form. So that's another reason. And the third reason is you just don't need them anymore. In particular situations, you get to a point where the cell just gets so old that it can't sustain itself accurately anymore, especially with different mutants that are starting to arise within it. So it ends up killing itself for that reason as well. It just can't deliver the function that it was originally born to do. So in those three ways, those are the three reasons. Certainly there are more as usual, but those are three major reasons as to why your cells commit suicide and undergo the process of apoptosis. Okay, hopefully you learned something. Hopefully it was informative. And with that said, I hope I have the pleasure of speaking with you next time.